It wasn't just that. It was just like the whole season. Nobody wants to be under 500 at the end of the season. So I think the whole season was just kind of a motivating factor for everybody coming into the summer, just to work a little bit harder and do a little bit more to get us over the hump. Of course, you want to be competitive with your position or anybody else on the team for that matter. But I'd say we're pretty competitive, but we know just to keep it on the field. And we don't really carry it off the field. We're good friends off the field, so it's not really a problem outside of that.
Me just being a competitive guy right now would just help the team, period. That's my goal, is to be that guy that I can be reliable on when that time comes. So that's the thing I'm just working on right now, just being the most reliable QB I can be in this locker room. We have our ways of sharing, that leadership role. Of course, Tyrone's gonna have he does have a bigger voice, and I respect Tyrone because what he's done and the games that he's played. So I have way more respect for Tyrone. And, I still look up to him as a guy that, that played and knows how to overcome adversities and been through, tough times.
To be honest, just be the best teammate that I can, bring those young guys along, be more of a leader and make more of an impact on the field. But all that comes with, like I said, being prepared, practicing what I preach and taking the necessary steps to make that happen. Every day we would do the jugs twice a day. I would get Tyrone out and I would run routes with a weight vest on. Just different things, run stadiums, do extra conditioning. But the biggest thing is just extra work. All the time finding new ways to, do. Like when I look back on the season and miss opportunities that I had, I go back and I say, well, what kind of workout can I do to get better at and make sure that doesn't happen again?
As far as the D-line, I know that, of course I'm going to say we the strongest point of the team because I play D-line. But, we have a lot of guys with a lot of experience on the D-line. I got to play last year, so, we were just ready to go out there and play. I'm hyped up to get back on the field tomorrow.
Yeah?
I'm ready to get back on the field. I'm just, not being able to strap up a helmet since September, it's a little anxious right there. So I'm just ready. It's been a year since I actually strapped up a helmet, so I'm just ready to go out there and strap it on tomorrow.
Everything I've learned throughout my life has been through my brothers, my family, my dad. They tell me everything, and they just told me to never act like the age you are. And I knew coming in as a freshman in the spring, I had to act older. I knew I had to grow up faster, and that was just part of the whole process. Duke, and I believe that as a defensive guy, him as cornerback, listen to him. He's small. He shows everything in practice to hustle, to talking. He's just the best person to look up to. And, when I first got here, he intimidated me a lot. He was short, but he had that mouth, and he just yelled at me all the time. So, that's the most guy I respect on that defensive field. So,
talking to Coach Brookline, he's expecting everybody to move around. If you're a guy that can move around, you're that much more valuable. A lineman that can play, more than one position is very valuable. If you're stuck at playing one position, you got to be the best at that position in order to be the most valuable at that. He's brought in the guys, that are going to push us to be the best we can be. And if we're not going to be the best we can be, then he's going to find somebody who can come in and take that spot from us. So, nobody's comfortable. We're all on our toes, saying our job will be gone in any minute.
I wish I could have all those misses back, to be 100% honest with you, and I wish I could have made them all. But I'm not perfect, and those are going to happen along your career, so I think it's time you got to let go and give on. Yes, I do think about them, and I practice those kicks all the time, but I'm not hung up on them at all. Like, those came and went, that was last year, and I'm focused on going forward. One of the best coaches I've ever been around. I can't say enough good things about him. He's, bottom line, like one of the most respectful guys I've ever gotten. Like, the second I met him, he's just automatically respected me and what I've done here, and he's respecting the rest of the staff and the rest of the guys, and never try to be like degrading or I'm better than you or I have this experience. He fits in really well, and I think he's going to be a great addition to the program, coaching staff and players alike. I think anyone that gets to play for him is going to love him, and that's just going to add to the relationship and to Texas football.